Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Bobby Dupree Show, and we've got to hurry up.
When we're well trained, fourth quarter, we got to do it.
No, that's when you.
That's right. That's when the winners come.
Show your strength.
Quarters Casino. Go by the Quarters Casino right here, just north of Opelousas on I-49, exit 23, locally owned with Chevron fuels from your gasoline to your diesel. They've got all that in the travel plaza, well lit, well covered. You can go inside this convenience store, get all kind of great stuff and cold drinks and ice, and they got a crispy, crunchy fried chicken there. On the opposite side, where the gaming happens, they've got El Pico de Gallo Mexican restaurant and cantina, open Monday through Sundays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. with 2-for-1 margaritas with your meal. Go by and try their gaming as well. They pay out.
And I'm going to be stopping there to fuel up my dually and my John Deere tractor and my Kawasaki from, First Turn in Scott, Louisiana.
Right.
The Youngs. Boy, I haven't told them hello in a long time. Good morning.
And a lot of people like to go to the Quarters because you can get on, get off easy on that
That's why
interstate.
I'm going there.
Exactly. And Piggly Wiggly over here in Opelousas, they've got 2 locations.
I'm going to take a picture of that truck and trailer just to show you
for
next
pumps.
week. Yep.
At the pump, so we can show the whole thing.
And then I'm going to show the big truck and trailer that Ramps Power went into the
Hot shot
business. Yes,
No
sir.
kidding.
We got to get a picture, Ramp.
All right, Piggly Wiggly, 2 locations in Opelousas, 1 in Simsport. Go by Piggly Wiggly. Kevin Doucette over here in Opelousas that's involved with it. Would love to see you to come down and do business with them. All kind of great produce and meats, great atmosphere. Over on the south end, you can go and even get deli-type food done for you. They'll do catering events for you as well. Piggly Wiggly, the pig knows best.
What about Simsport?
Simsport as well. Don't forget about Simsport.
Big store there. In fact, that's the store for the Simsport area, all of that area of the state.
Oh, near Canadaville.
Yep. Canadaville shut down. He gave that to the city.
He did.
Yeah, he donated it. Didn't work out, but the man's got a big heart and a lot of money.
There's a ribbon cutting October the 16th. That's a couple of weeks away for the Medicine Shop, their 20th anniversary over here in town. Dirk sent us a nice note.
Dirk's
Congratulations,
been in
20 years. We'll give an announcement closer to the date itself. That's over on 1117 South Union.
Okay, let's get a couple of pictures real quick.
Oh, we can do that too. How about this one? OPAC Financial Services in Eunice.
Yes, sir. While I was over and cutting up over at Eddie Manuel's Acadiana Cycle, I went over and visited, and the office really came out nice. David did a great job of decorating the windows with our signage, and the interior is, well, it's the nicest office. It's the latest one that we've remodeled, and David's on a mission. He's going to remodel them all.
There you go.
And Abbeville came out very nice also, I might add.
Correct. And we've got here A&C golf carts.
That was on the way back from Eunice. In that same location was the large Fun Jump owner and operator there that rented those out for basically the weekend parties and birthday parties and things like that for the youngsters. But now he has sales of pre-owned golf carts, and the Fun Jumps are across the highway, across the railroad track. That would be on the north side of Highway 190 and probably a mile or so from this particular location, maybe the same family. And this was maybe Monday afternoon. Charles and I were taking a ride, and I was running out of gas and stopped in at the Shell station, probably Gloria Switch Road area, right off of 49. And these 2 young men were tanking up their gas. Well, there's a little story to that. The young man on the left is Ethan Brooks, and the little bit older gentleman on the right is Andre, but he goes by Andy Brooks, the father. They're both from Scott, Louisiana. They were on the way to take a little ride over to Port Barre. Didn't ask them what they were going to do. They didn't tell me, but they were riding, and that's the important thing. Now, the little story is the father, Andy Brooks, had forgot his key. He has one of those
tanks that lock.
Tanks that lock.
Yeah.
and he had left the key at home. He verified it with the wife, and I saw them heading back towards Scott,
Probably
Louisiana.
meet somewhere in between.
Yeah, well, Scott not far from where this was, right over here. But really enjoyed them, and the nice thing about Andy is that he watches when he can the Bobby Dupre Show.
Good morning
to all
the
of you
Brooks.
out there that, and let us know if you see us and you recognize us.
How about these gentlemen?
These gentlemen was I was leaving Kelly's Diner on Tuesday after having lunch there. The two motorcyclists are motorcycle officers for the Opelousas PD, Police Department, and the gentleman in the middle is Chef Durio. And Chef Durio is well known to these two young men. He too watches the Bobby Dupre Show. When he comes into Opelousas, he hails now, looks like he spends most of his time in the New Orleans area, has a business there, and he's shipping Cajun products all over the United States. So that's all I know about the business, but he's well known and apparently a renowned chef. So
very good.
One more young man coming from Acadiana, doing well no matter where he goes. In fact, he was getting ready to furnish products for one of the big events taking place in Atlanta, Georgia.
Excellent. I got to get some more sponsors in. Steamboat Warehouse. Get mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Go up to Washington, Louisiana, right there along I-49 North, and enjoy some good cooking from seafood, from the steaks, Louisiana choice fresh seafood. The crawfish platters are excellent. You can get the crawfish palmetto, which I like so much. The steaks are great. Those paddle wheel potatoes that everybody really likes. Great wine selection and adult drinks. The Bloody Marys with the pickle Zydeco inside. Sit out on the wharf, enjoy the atmosphere. Steamboat Warehouse. Tell chef owner Jason Hugay we said hello.
And when later that afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, after this picture here was taken at Kelly's, Kelly Cormier called and invited me over for dinner last night. And well, it was our friends that go to the car shows and where I purchased, they were with us when I purchased the little 46 Chevy pickup truck that I use. So not only did I get a good burger for noon, and I'm glad I hadn't eaten too much because the supper he had Tuesday night was a typical Elaine and Kelly, and of course
there was plenty.
Yeah, and the son-in-law Brian Ledoux Jr. He was doing the cooking, and he's the barbecue man for their catering and their Sunday meals. So anyhow, to all of you, nice being with you all, and you enjoyed your company.
Casa Ole, Mexican cuisine here in Opelousas, Louisiana. Go right there on 5620 I-49 North Service Road. It's right across from the big Walmart store here in Opelousas. They've got everything from great drink specials with happy hours from Tuesdays through Fridays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. They've got margaritas to go where it's nice and sealed up. They've got a to-go window. You can order your food, get your drinks and all to go home with if you like, or go inside. They've got live music with 2 weeks a month that they do the live music. Isn't that right,
Two
Mark?
Wednesday nights.
2 Wednesday nights that they do live music during the month. They got great.
It's a good night, 10, because then you get all, and it's music from musicians throughout Acadiana.
Correct. But chimichangas, lunch burritos, you can go by and have chipotle fajitas. Boy, I can say all that, pronounce it. Huh? That's not too bad.
You're doing pretty
Taco's
good.
pretty easy to say, too. Go by and enjoy the food at Casa Ole.
Okay, a couple more pictures.
Oh, yeah, we got some more. Let's go. You want to talk about Farfallina?
Farfallina, and of course, this is Miss Vera Mott, back in town, I might add. She had a beauty salon, and she still has it for that matter, operating in this same little building. That was the little white building that our friend operated for a number of years, Mr. Hadley Castile and his family, right next to the little red building that shared the big famous Jim Bowie oak. And Vera purchased that building from yours truly, and she's opened this shop of almost new clothing of different styles and all. She also has her beauty salon in there. And there's another picture of an uncle of hers that, yes.
Oh, I do have that. Hang on, I got
have him standing
here.
up right there, and I'm speaking of Keith Fontenot. And I'm not talking about the Keith Fontenot from Lawtell that's at the Palace practically every morning having coffee, or the Keith Fontenot, the son of Della and Frenchie Fontenot, who's financial advisor over in the Lafayette area. But this Keith Fontenot hails from the Ville Platte area. He's been in the shoe shine business for quite a number of years. He's moving his chair over to Vera's shop, and so we'll have a place to get shoes to shine. I don't think we have any in Opelousas at the present time.
And I guarantee you, it'll beat a path to his door, because people ask me all the time, where can I get my shoes shine in Opelousas? I hear that a bunch. So Vera's right now that next to the Palace Cafe.
I heard that our city marshal, Paul Mouton, was seen in Lafayette getting his shoes shined. So now, Paul, you'll be able to go right here.
You better go in Vera's.
Next to the big oak.
Take your shoes off, get in your socks, and walk next door to the Palace and get you a cup of coffee while you're waiting for your shoes.
While you're getting your shoes shined. How about that?
Okay, we got some more photos. Let's finish.
By the way, talking about Hadley Castile, I understand that the family and Hadley are in need of our prayers. All of us that watch the Bobby Dupre show are basically prayer believers, believe in the prayers.
Last we heard, he's home right now. A lot of health issues he's struggling with. So if you can keep him in your prayers, definitely do.
We got a couple more pictures to show. That was at one day must have been Thursday of last week at leaving Swallows. I saw some friends, Ruben and Anna Simmons, and their friend, and I can't think of the young lady on the left. I apologize. I know I've met you before, darling, but I can't think of who you are. But to Anna and Ruben, always a pleasure visiting with them. Of course, I met Ruben through our late dear friend Ray Hebert. Ray and Ruben were classmates, and I think Anna was also at Opelousas High School years ago, and also Ruben and Ray were avid tennis players. So that's the story on them.
How about this engineer?
This was Saturday morning over at Palace Cafe, and this young man here, I call him Slick. His real name is Ronald Credair. Lives in Port Barre, was probably raised on Growley Street, where his mama and daddy still live, Eula May and her husband, Fra Credair. And I said, and then...
He's a Halliburton man.
Halliburton, that's correct. Many, many years, probably close to 30. Helen Vidrine is an aunt, and Raven Vidrine is an uncle. And they...
There you go.
Are good friends. And
I see he's got a T-shirt for Behind the Fence, the little place that Homo opened up originally in Port Barre and Frisco.
Yep.
And here's some pictures from Buck and Johnny's.
Buck and Johnny's. That was last Friday night.
1 minute left.
This young man right here is the one-man band, a big crowd, real good music. Oh, yeah. And Paul Barad is right there, a real nice young man. Good morning, Paul. He watches the program occasionally. And Buck and Johnny's needs your business like every other business needs your business.
Over in downtown
Broke Bridge, Louisiana, Pombro, and get my prayer book. We're down to the end. Bought it.
You got to go to Winfield.
Yep.
Do some shredding.
Got to go to work. Let's see. I have my check mark right here.
Thank you, everybody, for watching again this week.
Yep. And this week we ask you to please consider attending the church of your choice. And our prayer thought for the week is, Sacred Heart of Jesus, let me love you ever more and more. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for telling a friend. And thank you, Andrew, for the assistance.
Thank you.
You're watching KDCG TV, uniquely Acadiana.